push to Pollard at cover. There's no run there. That's the end of that over. 2 runs off the bat, shockingly, although I think extras are still easily the leading score. In this innings, Porterfield is 2 from 9. Sterling is 2 from 3 here on TalkSport 2 with Jared Kimber, Jane Dirtbag and Abhishek Junjunwala. We've got Andy McBride due to come in next, the off-spinner who used to bat at number 7 and 8 and 9, who they're trying to turn into a top-order batter. Harry Tector behind him. Curtis Camphor, the South African-born, I think, all-rounder. And then you got George Dockrell, who used to be a finger spinner. Started bowling a little bit more recently, but Ireland have started using him as a batter. He's done some good hitting. I'm not sure about the longer innings from him. And they've also got Delaney in their lineup, who's a T20 player, probably only playing because of the COVID situations. And obviously Andy Balbirnie, the captain and their star batter, is not playing in this game either. Hussain around the wicket with his left arm finger spin. Full and straight to Sterling, who pushes this up to long off for 1 run.
Yeah, they're going to miss Andy Balbirnie because he played a wonderful knock in the previous match as well, got 71, and they're definitely going to miss him in the middle order. So the openers need to take a bit more responsibility if they want to chase this decent total of 230 on not one of the best batting pitches, but it is getting better as the game is progressing.
Yeah, Balbirnie would be a perfect player for this kind of chase as well. So it's a big loss, not just is he their captain. This is full and straight. He saw Porterfield move across and he went for the LBW there. And Porterfield's gone to sweep that almost on the move in the end because he realised he'd been tricked a little bit. But he gets it out to the sweeper and he gets a 1 run. But risky there from Porterfield for a single.
Yeah, cross-batted shot across the line to an arm ball, which is exactly what Hussain is hoping he does. Porterfield was obviously coming out on top there with the shot, manages to execute and get it away for 1, but certainly a risky option this early on in the innings.
Yeah, you're also thinking how long before Paul Sterling dance down the track and try and take him on. He's not going to be there quiet for too long.
There's a short leg and a slip in for Sterling. This is a good arm ball. You might have just heard the inside edge onto the pad there. There was a big appeal. Sterling sort of puts his head up as if to go, I probably got that one wrong, but it was fast and it was full. It was the arm ball, and it curved back in beautifully, but he just smashed it into his pad, luckily for him.
Sterling might be wanting to give himself a couple extra deliveries than he usually would, having been in isolation more recently.
Yeah. This ball's outside our stump. He slices this into the covers, tries to drive this down to mid-off again, and there's no run. Yeah, I wonder how much training he even got to do when he was in isolation.
I think he did an interview yesterday, and I think he said he was hoping to get 1 hit before the game. So it'd be interesting to see if he can transfer any of that into the innings today.
I don't want to waste all your best stuff in practice. Or any of your stuff in practice in this case. Hussain comes in again, he drifts that up. It's a beautiful ball, floating into middle and leg stump, and is pushed back to the bowler. There's no run. Westindies are hoping that Hussain becomes the next sort of Samuel Badri, someone that, especially in T20 cricket, they could throw the ball to for the first few overs. They tried Fabian Allen, but Fabian Allen is a batter who fields and occasionally bowls, whereas Hussain looks like a genuine bowler.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of potential. He can turn the ball, he can bring the ball in, he bowls a lovely, wonderful arm ball as well. So he's got all the balls in his armoury.
I thought he batted quite well earlier today too. This is a wide half volley though. That is not the ball you want to bowl to Paul Sterling. There's no one out on that boundary. Sterling waits for it, hits it square of the wicket. Beautiful shot, and that's gone for 4. 15 without loss. It's the first boundary off the bat for Ireland. Sterling moves to 7 from 8. Porterfield is 3 from 10. They're chasing 230 with 47 overs remaining. That just wasn't ideal, was it, Abby?
Just giving him too much room outside the off-stump, and when you have no deep cover, these are the deliveries you can't afford to bowl as a spinner, but also providing him a bit more pace as well. It was an arm ball again, so all Sterling needed to do was get some bat involved, and he's not going to let go of these sort of deliveries.
Well, we said he was light of a throwdown. He might have got one there. Holder went for 2 runs in his first over. Coming over the wicket to Porterfield with the third slip in place. It's a good ball just outside off stump. Porterfield defends it into the pitch, rolls out to point, and there's no run there.
Yeah, just a hint of movement, isn't there, for Jason Holder? Just enough, I guess, to keep William Porterfield honest and in his crease. Certainly, again, reiterating, not the exaggerated movement we saw from the Irish bowlers. So, if they can keep those wickets in hand, yes, first game they didn't get it quite right. They're 165 for 1, chasing 270, end up losing. Hopefully that's not the case today, with a good solid start here.
This ball's down the leg side. That one did actually move a little bit, but unfortunately for Holder, it pitched a foot outside leg stump and moved further away. Another wide. Not the extravagant wides we saw from Ireland there, but again, it was pitched in the wrong place. The interesting thing about Ireland is they've had a weakened batting lineup in both games. In the first game, what they probably needed was Sterling to come in and smash a few. In this game, what they probably need is Balbirnie to make 80 off 120 and get them home. So they've almost gone backwards with that, but Sterling can make a big hole in a chase of 230, especially if the ball doesn't move around as much as it hasn't so far. Although, as I say that's a very good ball, just outside off stump, just shapes back in a little bit there. So the last two have probably moved more for Holder than we've seen so far from him this innings.
Yeah, they have, but just enough though. That's the thing. And while the new white ball is hard, we'll certainly see a little bit of movement. But that I can't imagine will last too long. And if these two can stay in for any length of time, 230 certainly won't be enough. If Paul Sterling gets anywhere near his best, this total will be long gone very soon.
Holder again coming in, and this is short, and he's got a top edge on this, and it's flying up towards fine leg and up and over fine leg and about 20 rows back in the end. That carried a long way. Holder is not bowling particularly fast. I did say these had short straight boundaries. I didn't think it was that short and straight because that went fine of fine leg, and that beat ODI and Smith by an absolute mile.
Yeah, that looked a very short boundary. Nowhere close to getting it out of the middle, just getting a top edge and still flying over Smith, and went 10 rows back into the gallery. But good start by the Irish guys here.
Well, I said it was a short